Hey, December. This is gonna be a tutorial on coloring, skin tone, I guess. And those kind of depends on the person you're drawing. So I'm gonna give her a really light tone. If you're working from a color, it's good. Black and white's also good. I tend to like to move to a black and white picture. I could print it out cheaper that way and scan it. Or if you're doing from a sketch, you could do from a sketch, doesn't really matter. However you draw. Now, I don't recommend trying freehand portraits really hard unless you have like a $3,000 tablet that you have invested into a centique. Then you could learn freehand, or if you get hired by Disney, then you could learn freehand. But if you're just practicing at home, then I recommend doing an outline. Some people call it tracing, whatever you call it. Disney has many areas you can go into. Ink and paint, it is tracing, it's outline. She has a really light skin tone that I'm giving her. I don't even like the brush to be really soft when I'm doing portrait. I'll show you who she is in a little while. But trying to color in, I don't recommend doing freehand on a tablet. You'll get really wonky really quick. Unless that's your style, then you could do kind of artsy kind of look. Princess Leia, or Leah, how she calls her name. So I started rewatching Star Wars again. Yeah, I think that's okay for hair. Maybe even darker. No, portraits like this are really cool because you get the element of the gun, whatever weapon they're holding. Plus her bun is really fun. Coloring in hairs, so you really need a brush you can rely on. You know, most brushes you have to buy, so they're not free. And the gun's gonna be, I think, the same color. I kind of do a rough fill. I do not use the cropping tool at all. A lot of people use the cropping tool, I don't. Whether or not it's completely filled in, I don't really care about that. I don't sell my prints, but some people asked in the past and I just say no. Because prints, it could be good, it could be bad. You could get scammed easy by people, so. Because it relates to book work and stuff like that. The gun is going to be kind of like that. If you're trying to make a living off of prints, then you really have to know the business really well. Something you want to invest, you don't need animation for that. You just need to have your own setup, maybe some art school. Even you don't need to go into fine art, illustration. Because it's mostly stuff you have that you have invested in. And school you have to pay for, and you don't really have your own setup anyway. You just use what they have. That's how I block in basic coloring. Then move into our other side of the bun. Be kind of same. This way you have to really have a good tablet, where you have to have a pretty decent centique to work on. And centique is very expensive. I don't ever know if I'll ever own one, but I'd love to. But they keep making them larger, and you really have to be working full time to just afford it, to have a basic centique. They cost really over $3,000 for a large one. I'll put the swatch for the hair. That'll be the hair swatch, and the gun will be the same. I could change the gun after. I need to make it different tone. But how I do a portrait, I need to go into white. She might even be lighter than this. See how this skin tone is looking? So far, this is my favorite brush for skin tone, even for coloring. And I'll leave the lips till the last, so that's going to be kind of dark. And if I need to make it a little lighter here and there, work areas around. I always leave my sketch like this. I don't completely finish it 100%. And I have to go into the eyes after. I think it's looking alright for my attempt at Princess Leia and her outfit. So portraits are fun, especially if you're doing a portrait you can recognize from a movie or somebody, from a wrestler. But if it's just a basic life drawing portrait, then it could be kind of hard. Then I'll put my signature back in. I have it signed here anyway. I tend to sign it below as well, somewhere. Smaller brush. Even that's too big. But, oh well, deal with it. And her lips will be kind of a reddish color. Go into her lips a little bit. So I don't completely remove the sketch. I like to leave the sketches with the lip color. Even a brush lighter than this is really eyes. I do quite zoomed in. Then I'll go back in and touch it up after. My basic attempt at portraits digital. Hopefully I'll help you out a little bit. Then I could clean up the edges after. Yeah, just draw from an existing image and just trace out the outline or the silhouette. I call it the silhouette. That's pretty much all I want to do right now for the portrait. Princess Leia, Star Wars. Pretty much it's Disney now anyway. Okay, so I still have to name it Star Wars. Did not name it. I wish tablets were cheaper for digital. They're so expensive. If you invest into digital, just be careful. Make sure you could afford it. See, there's a difference. She has like streaks in her hair, so I'm going to put the streaks in. And it then moves on you. And you have to push it back. Oh. Okay. So it moves out of the frame sometimes. I never work on the gray, I always work on the white. Because I don't do freehand. So if you do freehand stuff, you might want to work on a color ground. But for that you need a really high-end digital device, and for that you have to invest at least 2 or 3 years of savings, because they're pretty expensive. They go up to $3,000 bucks. So yeah. So if you're learning from me, I always say start with tracing and don't worry about people and what they tell you. If they don't like tracing, then good for them. I don't tend to do the background even. Not my concern. Because it's not that important to me. This is Princess Leia coloring and the sketching. Although I already did the sketch on my own earlier. Thanks for watching, RM. Portrait of Princess Leia, Star Wars. So I don't know when Disney bought Star Wars, but cool that they did. Thanks for watching. Try other characters from Star Wars as well. If you want to get into some portraits, you could try wrestlers. I might do some wrestlers after, never know. December 2019, RM, thanks for watching.